Y'all, hope y'all are all having a fine morning. I'm a little tired. I'm about to go back to bed, but I wanted to do a quick start to the morning kind of video just to give some updates after the weekend that we spent in Arkansas. Sorry, I got sick last night after we got home, and I'm still having some issues periodically. So anyway, the Arkansas plants that we got from Roots and Refuge Farm are safely, well, I say safely, for now they're safe in this little section that we have closed off from the dogs. I took them out last night and got them in the ground because I wanted these Arkansas plants to get some Texas rain because it was raining when we got home. Thankfully, it wasn't a heavy rain, so those should be good. They look fine. But I'm leaving them in the box for at least the morning. I'm not sure if the plants were hardened off before we purchased them. But honestly, it's the kind of day that really the plants don't need hardening off. But you know, we'll see how it goes. Thankfully, our weather has been mild enough. I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. But, oh, here we go. This is one of the updates. The puppies are coming. Hello, baby. Hello, little one. Oh, the puppy says, I want milk from mama. Let's see if the other ones come. Puppies. Ooh. Puppies. Y'all are getting so big. Hello, little ones. Good morning. Okay, we're missing a puppy. Where's the other? Am I counting right? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we're missing a pup. Oh, there it is. There's the other puppy. There we go. I'll eat him. Good job, Jane. Way to find the other puppy. So Colt is put up. We'll go ahead and let the chickens out real quick. Hey, chickie boos. So we were very blessed. Well, we continue to be very blessed. We have some friends from church who actually enjoy taking care of the homestead for us while we're gone. So when we are on trips that last longer than 2 days. Oops, sorry about that. When we go on a trip that lasts longer than 2 days, our friends are very generous and they come over and keep an eye on the animals and water and feed them for us. If you can find that, it is such a huge blessing because my parents actually struggle to find someone that's willing to take care of their place. What we've kind of been finding is a family that lives close by that has kids that would find the animals interesting are a fairly good way to go. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would usually hire one of the high school students to come out and chore the animals. But the last time they tried to do that, the individual committed and then they backed out last minute. So that has been a challenge for them, which I think is why they've kind of whittled down animals so that they can go travel to see grandkids. Anyway, let's take a look at the garden real quick. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. The sweet peas have really grown up, and the problem is they're already, they're already starting to wrap their tendrils around the fencing that I have covering them. This is not good because I might have difficulty extracting them from this fencing that's right here that was only intended to be temporary, and then the trellis. So what I may end up having to do is I might have to take some scissors and cut these tendrils, which stinks because I don't like doing that. but we need them to go vertically, because last year these spring blush tendril peas were really good producers for us, and I don't know that they would do all that well being on the ground. Plus, I think it kept the beans cleaner, cleaner and prettier. Well, hello, puppy. You're just traveling all over today, aren't you, baby? Anyway, well, that'll be another project. So, Justin, because I felt bad last night, Justin went ahead and took off of work. We got home around, what time was that? Around 8-ish. And so he was going to have to leave at about 9:30 to go to work for an 8-hour shift. But because I got sick at about 9, somewhere between 8:30 and 9, and it was to the point that we weren't sure how well I would fare overnight, whether or not I'd be able to keep a good eye on the kiddos and whatnot, he went ahead and called in because I just wasn't doing well. So, where was I going with that? Oh, because of that, Justin was able to get some good sleep last night. So maybe he will have a chance to put the electric fencing, the netting around our garden space, because we really need to get this situated. Because I need to be able to move these trellises off of like the garlic and those sweet peas, move the that wire off of these seedlings over here, and then move this cage just so that we can have easier access to our food, and so that the items that need to be trellised can be trellised. Another thing I'm seeing that grew a lot while we were gone was the Bermuda grass. And I had spent some time trying to get some of the Bermuda grass pulled before it warmed up too much. So like that prime time whenever it's not really cold outside, but it's not yet warm enough for the plants to, you know, bolt and really start growing. But obviously I have lost the battle already, which is the downside that we found for the no-till method we try to use, because this Bermuda grass is some invasive stuff, nasty stuff. From what I hear, if you're going to try to mulch it out, you really need like 4 or 5 inches of mulch. And we just, because we take our vehicle over there, pick it up, load it and unload it, that's a lot to try to do for this large of a space. Now, thankfully, the last time we went, they got a backhoe to load the wood chips into our trailer. But it's a lot to do if you're just doing it by hand. And we can't, because of the way our fencing is around the house, we can't just back the truck up into the backyard and like push it off the truck. We have to unload it into a cart, bring the cart over to the garden, and then unload. But it's a work in progress. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Try to get a little bit of sleep. See y'all later.